And what's up, everybody? Coming back at y'all with the newest creation. So I was contacted by a gentleman through Facebook who was interested in a kind of a double or two floor destroy type of dial. He I think he specifically mentioned that he wanted it to be kind of for an X-Men display. So something where a building had been destroyed. He mentioned he wanted the doors and the windows just to have kind of those wooden boards. So we got to work. Now the challenge was that he wanted kind of an indoor scene, and so I've made the mistake in the past of creating these doors, and then on the inside I'll put kind of the wood. But normally you wouldn't do that because then you get trapped in the building. So I put them on the outside. I needed to put them on the outside, but I also needed to for it to be known that these were in fact, this was in fact a condemned building and people couldn't get in. So what I did is I just made some holes in the back door, then put those planks across the doors to give it the illusion that it was boarded up from the back. Now on the back it's just nothing. It's just paint board. It's not painted or anything like that. He wanted the same thing for the window, and he also didn't want something that was up in a corner like I usually do. So I just went this route. So we did the outside of the window with the boards, and actually threw in some air quote nails, a little rust off the nails, and then gave it a little bit of a landing from the outside. As well as the second floor window, which obviously wasn't boarded up because usually they won't board up that high when it's a condemned building. Again, he wanted that second floor, so I had to make sure that that I created something that had some different color from the first floor, and so it made it a little bit different. And I also went with kind of those cement tiles, and wanted to give it the feel that some of them got blown off and chunks of the floor landed on the chunks of this floor landed on this floor. All of the bricks here that you see are removable, like all of them, and then these two pieces as well. So all the bricks can be placed anywhere you want. Everything else is permanent. So this is permanent. It's all glued in already. Went with a little bit of moss in some of the areas, as I envisioned this as kind of a basement type setting, or storage facility. So those are usually damp, so I said, let me just put some moss. I thought it was a good look. Officially measures 20 inches across. It is 16 inches at its highest. It is about 12.5 inches deep. Totally, completely collapsible, held together by magnets. So yeah, it was definitely a fun project. I mean, a lot of times it's interesting because a lot of times people have opinions on bricks being done over and over and so forth and so on, man. But you listen, when somebody's requesting a commission, you got to do what they want. You got to do what they have in mind, their vision for what they want their dial. I mean, they're paying for this. So a lot of times I end up having to do bricks, and I'm cool with that. I've never not enjoyed bricks. One of the things I like about this dial is that you can put that color sheet in the back of the door there to give it a different feel, to give it a little bit of a brightness. Same thing here, where I have a kind of like green backdrop. It's not like grape, for example. Not a great example, but anyway, you can put a bad guy or good guy on the side of that, somebody on the inside fighting, somebody falling from there. A lot of possibilities. I say this all the time. My main thing with these dials, and I want to make sure that they have playability. You know what I mean? That it's not just one basic, this is what it is, and there's not much you can do with it. For example, this is removable, so you can put this, you can have it laying down, you can put it anywhere, so it opens up the space a little bit. The floor, unfortunately, well, I shouldn't say unfortunately because I didn't test it until right this second, but fortunately, the floor can hold the weight. Oh, it can't. So see, the pillar would be great for the corner, but if you're not putting a lot of weight, if you're putting like a light character, Spider-Man up here, he's not gonna fall. If you put like a Colossus or a heavier Legends or a heavier NECA type figure, then it's possible that it may collapse that way. But if you do have the pillar underneath, then you will be all set and it will not collapse and you're good to go. So I'm hoping this is for a gentleman named Chris. I hope Chris likes it. I've sent him pictures, and a lot of times you see pictures and you're like, word. But to me, it's all about the feel and getting it in your hands. So let's break it down real quick. As I already showed, that comes off pretty easy. Comes off. And I don't know if you can tell, I actually went with, it's airbrushed a little bit. Let me see if I can highlight it. But I actually kind of painted this like a teal blue, just to give it a little bit of a different feel in this wall. And also left this dark because a piece of floor would have fallen off and that would have been dark. So I hope that effect makes sense. So anyway, breaking it apart, this little sidewall comes off pretty easily. Just one magnet holding it there. Sidewall comes off. Back wall, like I said, nothing on the back. All junky looking. And you just lay that down. And there you have it, broken down. Alright, y'all, until the next one. Peace.